Welcome back to Flashpoint, folks. This week, a big vote by City Council by the slimmest of margins. And we're talking about like 5 to 6. Council passed the comprehensive 2040 plan. The plan is a blueprint for how the city will grow and be built over the next 20 years. Getting to this point has been a long, heated journey, mostly because of the debate over single-family housing and zoning. WCNC Charlotte's Hunter Saenz, covering all the twists and turns over the plan for the past few months, joining us now. All right, so Hunter, lay it out for us. Still a lot of people, I feel like, despite all the airtime we've given this, don't fully understand what the Charlotte 2040 plan is. It's been passed now. Explain in a nutshell what we're talking about here.
Yeah, so we haven't had this in several decades, but this is the blueprint, like you mentioned, for how Charlotte is going to grow, how it's going to be developed, which neighborhoods are going to see that development more often than others over the next 20 years. Clearly, if you just look at the real estate market, let's just take housing, for instance. We know that this place is booming. It is hard to find a house, yet alone get one in a matter of hours once it goes on the market. But the big thing here is to try to increase density is what many of the people who voted for the plan are wanting. City staff is wanting to see density be increased here in Charlotte, as well as which neighborhoods see development but without gentrification. So like you mentioned, it's a blueprint. It is an aspirational policy and plan, but really now it's when this council and city staff is going to get started, because now we're going to go into the UDO, which is really the nitty gritty as to how this plan really comes to life. Okay, all right, that brings me
perfect segue to my next question. This, the 2040 plan is sort of a blueprint, as you say. It's non-binding. They don't really have to do anything in it. Then you bring up the UDO. Now, this is when you get into the real weeds of governing and zoning, and it's never a sexy topic, but it's such an important topic. Explain to me now that they go onto the UDO, as you call it. What is that?
So it's the Unified Development Ordinance, and basically it used to be how things were zoned in the city. Now with 2.1, single-family zoning will really be thrown out the window, and instead duplexes, triplexes can now be built on all place types. Basically, in layman's terms, single-family homes can still be built, duplexes and triplexes can still be built now, basically anywhere except for HOAs, where neighborhoods where they have HOAs or covenants, those neighborhoods will still be safe from duplexes and triplexes if they so choose to be. But the Unified Development Ordinance is really where the city staff and council weighs in on how they want this all to work out. As you mentioned, this plan can still be changed in ways now going into the specifics of the UDO. This is where they will really vote on how it will all work out in the city of Charlotte. So we thought getting here was a bit chaotic. Just wait and see for the meetings over the next couple of months.
And I think the number I saw at one point a long time ago was something like 83% of the sort of lots here in Charlotte are listed for single family, which is, in comparison to some of our sort of comparable cities, any big city, is a enormous number compared to what some other cities are.
Yeah, it really is. It's kind of staggering when you think about the city of Charlotte, of the land that is used to build homes on, how it's such a majority is for single family lots. You look at a lot of other places that are changing into these more aspirational, futuristic plans. You have Minneapolis. I know we've done reports out in Washington State about communities doing it there. And so we aren't the first to do something like this, but there is still some uneasiness clearly on council with a 6-5 vote as to the implications, specifically the financial and economic implications of what this will have 20 years from now. There's a lot of skeptics of wondering, well, we don't even have an economic impact study on this yet, so we don't know the implications that this means for business owners, for homeowners, for the market here in Charlotte. So there's a lot of questions still unanswered, though, Ben.
All right, let's talk about the elections, because I know they could be changed this year, because it's the other big issue in front of city leaders. Because the census delays, elections for city council district representatives won't be held until next spring. They can't be held because we don't have the proper information to draw those lines of the districts. We are, though, still waiting for the governor's thumbs up to allow Charlotte to still hold the mayoral and the at-large elections this fall, because technically those would not be impacted. So where do we stand with that? When do we expect decisions to be made as far as, are we going to all vote next spring? Are we going to vote partially this fall, partially next spring? What do we know?
Yeah, funny you should ask. We are expecting a vote on this by City Council on Monday before they go into kind of their summer recess for the month of July. They really have to make a decision on Monday about this because filing dates start at the end of July if any type of elections were to be held this November. We have heard of discussions, as you mentioned, about the mayoral and at-large positions being elected this November. And the reason is because the census data really doesn't matter because they represent the entire city, not just one specific district where the population change would matter as much. So I did hear from Michael Dickerson with Mecklenburg County's Board of Elections, and he does not believe that the mayoral and at-large elections will be held this November. He believes that they will all be postponed. Now, that's just his personal opinion, of course. We will see what council decides on Monday. We know that the committee that was supposed to study over this has kind of given it to the council as a whole to decide. They didn't want to make this decision themselves. So we'll have to wait and see, but it is a pretty interesting debate. And one council member, Tariq Bokhari, as you probably know, is the sole person who voted against this entire budget because of pay raises for city council members and the mayor. So it'll be interesting to see how some of them will vote on an extra year for some council members, or if the elections, part of the elections will take place this November.
Yeah, you brought up the budget. What do we expect for that? A vote coming in the near term for that as well. And as you mentioned, no tax increase for anybody, but we've got pay raises for city council members and mayors, which, listen, I realize folks in our business love to beat up on them and say, oh, they want to pay themselves more. But again, in comparison to other cities, they're not getting paid or compensated what many other places pay their city leaders.
Yeah, they really aren't. So it was an 8-1 vote on the overall budget. And like I mentioned, Tariq Bokhari, a firm believer in this one specific thing in the budget, that he doesn't believe now is the time to increase pay for council members or the mayor. He also believes that it will make this kind of a career opportunity for people. But on the other side, you have Mayor Pro Tem Julie Eisel and others who believe that council members already make enough sacrifices. You're talking about missed birthdays, missed dinners on Monday nights, missed Monday night football games for some on council. So they're already making a lot of sacrifices, and she believes that this will expand just how many people can get involved in government if it does actually pay for the time and effort and work put in by council members. So it's a divisive subject in the grand scheme of things, but not really for this council because only one person voted against it.
Well, yeah, but I mean, come on, as you know, if you're working 2 jobs and you're a single mom, you don't have time to go, be a city councilman because you can't afford to. So maybe if they make it a little bit more enticing as far as pay, we can get a broader subset of people doing it. Listen, there are a lot of talented people who work the government, be the city. I think we've got the best. Not to mention that he's got a nice looking fiddly fig tree in the background that we all like as well. All right.
Growing.
Hunter, thank you as always. We appreciate it, man.
Thank you so much.
All right, more Flash Point after this.